So, you just unboxed a new Windows computer. It can feel like a lot when you first turn it on, but don't worry. We're about to go on a super quick tour of the Windows desktop that'll make you feel right at home in no time. Let's dive in. Feeling a little lost looking at this new screen? Hey, that's completely normal. A new computer can feel like someone handed you the keys to a spaceship, but forgot the instruction manual. You've got buttons and icons everywhere. But trust me, it is way simpler than it looks. So, to make sense of this whole spaceship, let's just think about it differently. Don't think of it as some complex machine. Instead, just picture your screen as your new digital desk. Every single thing on it has a purpose, just like the items you'd find in a real office. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the desk itself, then we'll check out the Start menu. Think of that as your main filing cabinet. After that, we'll look at the Taskbar, which is like your quick access tool belt. We'll figure out what all the little icons are, learn how to manage all your open documents, and then, the fun part, how to personalize your space. Okay, let's kick things off with the very foundation of your new digital office, the main workspace itself. This main screen you're looking at right now, this is called the desktop. And you should think of it exactly like that, a physical desk. It's the primary spot for all your activity, holding all the tools and documents you're currently working on. Now, every good desk needs a filing cabinet, right? Well, on your computer, that's the Start menu. It is the master cabinet where you can find absolutely everything that's in your digital office. When you open the Start menu, you'll see it split into two parts. Over on the left is a simple A to Z list of every single app you have. But the right side is a bit more dynamic. These are your live tiles. You can customize them with your favorite apps, and some will even show you live info, like the weather or new emails, right at a glance. But the absolute fastest way to open anything is just to use the search bar. Just click it, start typing the first few letters of whatever you're looking for, and it'll pop right up. One click, and you're in. It really is that simple. Okay, next up is that long bar that's probably sitting at the bottom of your screen. This is the Taskbar, and you can think of it as your quick access tool belt, holding all the tools you use most often. Let's break it down, going from left to right. On the far left, you've got the Start button. Right next to it is the search bar. That middle section is for your favorite apps, and you see that little underline? That just means the app is currently open. And finally, the area on the far right is your notification area. That's where you'll see the time, your Wi-Fi status, volume, and other system messages. So we've covered the desk and the tool belt. Now, what about all those little pictures scattered around? These are icons, and they're just like the individual documents, folders, and tools you'd have on a real desk. There are a few main types of icons to get familiar with. You've got folders, which are basically containers for other stuff. Then you have programs, which are the actual applications you run. Data files are your documents, your pictures, your music, and then there are shortcuts. They look like program icons, but they have this tiny little arrow. These are just pointers that link to the real file, which might be stored somewhere else. And organizing them is super intuitive. If you want to tidy up your digital desk, just click on an icon, hold the mouse button down, and literally drag it to wherever you want it to go. Let go, and it'll stay right there. Okay, whenever you open a program or a folder, it appears inside of a box. This box is called a window. So learning how to manage these windows is just like learning how to organize your paperwork efficiently. In the top right corner of every single window, you're going to find these three essential buttons. The minus sign is minimize. It doesn't close the app, it just hides it down on your taskbar. The square is maximize, which makes the window fill your entire screen. And of course, the X, well, that closes it down completely. Now, here's a really useful trick for productivity called snapping. If you need to see two things at the same time, just grab the top of a window and drag it all the way to the left or right edge of your screen. And bam, it will instantly snap to fill exactly half the screen. This is perfect for setting up a side-by-side workspace. And it gets even better than that. You can also drag a window directly into a corner of your screen. This neatly snaps it to fill exactly that quarter of the screen, which lets you organize up to 4 different things at once. It is a fantastic way to multitask. And here's a pro tip for jumping between all these open windows: the Alt-Tab shortcut. Just hold down the Alt key and then keep tapping the Tab key to cycle through all your open apps. When the one you want is highlighted, just let go of the keys to switch to it. It's the fastest way to multitask, hands down.
All right, for our last section, let's talk about how to stop using a generic desk and start making this space feel like your own personal, customized workshop. You know, a whole lot of power is hidden behind a simple right click. Right click an application to pin it to your taskbar so it's always there. You can right click the taskbar itself, unlock it, and drag it to the top or sides of the screen if you want. Right clicking on the desktop lets you change your background or how your icons are arranged. This is your space, so go ahead and set it up in a way that works best for you. And that's our tour of your new digital office. You know your way around the desk, the filing cabinet, the tool belt. You're ready to get organized. So the only question is, what are you going to create first? Thanks for watching.
Congratulations on completing the module. Continue learning with Salyvan Academy.